everyone, this is Sasha bringing you a video tutorial today from BP4U, and today we're going to be talking about paths. I have my paths window over here with my layers window and my channels, and if you don't see that there, then you can come up here to window and just put that check mark next to paths. Okay, so I have this picture here, and it's just a picture of a Route 66 sign on a phone pole. And so there's a couple things I could do if I wanted to cut this out of my picture and paste it on a new background. And so I could go ahead and I could, play around with this magic wand tool until I felt like I got a selection that I really liked. Or I could use this lasso tool and then kind of, come around here and then refine my selection when I was done. There's a few different things I could do there. But the one tool that I know that I can get a great selection with is going to be this pen tool, which is my paths tool. And so they've got a couple different ones. This freeform pen tool kind of works with the magnetic lasso tool. And so you can see here that I can kind of draw my line down through here. Excuse me, it works more like the lasso tool. I can draw my line down through here and I can kind of create my own custom path like that. But we're not going to do that. We're going to use just the regular pen tool. Because when we use this tool, we're going to be able to really get in here and we're going to get a perfect selection that we're not going to have to go back through later and refine the mask or work on getting it, work on improvising, or not improvising, but it's going to look good. Okay, sorry. So anyways, we're going to start by making a point, and then we're going to keep coming down here and we're going to make points along our what we're cutting out here, and we're gonna want to get them right there looking real perfect. Now in here in these lines I'm gonna want to put more points. The reason for that is so that I get that smooth transition. I'm gonna want to get that smoothness from around these lines. This does take a minute, but it is worth it. Alright, now down here I can space it out a little bit further because this is just a straight line. So I'm just going to keep moving it up here along the phone pole. And then back around. We're going to keep curving around this sign here. And we're going to click and click and click and click until we get it looking, until we get all of everything selected. Almost done. Okay, so now we don't see anything. It's kind of gone. You can kind of see my line, my path going the whole way around it here. If we click over here on paths, you can now see that I have a work path. So how do we use that? We can come over here. I'm going to duplicate my background layer, and I'm going to make sure that my path over here is selected in the blue. And I'm going to hold down my control key, command if you're on a Mac, and I'm going to add a layer mask. So now I have a layer mask with my path in it. So now watch what we can do. We can go up here to layer, new fill layer, do a solid color. You know, we can add a solid color, and I can see that around some of these edges I didn't get it completely perfect. I should have probably zoomed in on that to get a better looking selection. So, but we can add these, we can change our background color. We could put it on top of, you know, another photo. We now have this so that we can do what we need to with that. So let's go ahead and delete that. So we can hold on to this, and we can also hold down the Alt key, and we can get and click, or Option if you're on a Mac, and that's going to bring back up all of our dots that we made. If I hit enter, it's right there again. If I control and click, I get these marching ants around it now. And what that means is, you can see here now I have these marching ants. I can duplicate my background layer, and again now I have a regular normal layer and not a path layer. When you noticed before, the background layer on that was gray, and so now I have this black background. So if I went ahead now and I went up here to layer, new fill layer, and solid color, some of those little mistakes that maybe that I made a little bit, I could go ahead and I could touch those up with a nice, probably a hard brush on that layer mask. So like right in there. So that looks a lot better already. Just smooth some of that out just a little bit. And so those are two different kinds of layers and layer masks that you can go ahead and you can grab up there using the path tool. And it can be extremely helpful for you to go ahead and make a selection that is very detailed, that really won't require much work when you're done. You can see this looks really good, pretty much just the way that it is, and I would be very happy with this. So thank you for watching this video tutorial. Happy editing!